mums, we're not going to piss about here. I want to help you drop fat fast and keep it off forever. So as you can see, I want to take you from this to this, sad to smiley. So I want to tell you a story about one of my clients, Joanne, who's lost about 30 kilos in my coaching program. When she first came to me, she couldn't get out of the pool with her daughter, and she was lacking in energy, confidence, and didn't really know how to lose the weight and keep it off sustainably. So with her, we sort of like worked on three main things. We worked on building out a lifestyle. So that meant like having food that she really enjoyed, having exercise that she could do every single day without fail, that wasn't going to sort of like blow out her time horizon. Something that worked with her life as a teacher. So she could have meals at work and stuff that was like convenient. And even if she forgot food, we had some options that she could sort of slot in. So if she had meals prepped or didn't have meals prepped, she could still lose weight at the same time. And then we sort of worked on like how to keep it off. So she's down like 30 odd kilos with me in the program. She wants to lose another 5. We hit her goal weight, but she's like, I think I could do a little bit more. So we're going to like do that together. So it was like a 9-month journey. In the first 4.5 months, we just did like walking and then monitoring nutrition. And then the back 4.5 months, we incorporated like 2 days a week of gym, which has now escalated to like 4 days a week of gym. Now, like you don't need to do something like that just to achieve a result like this. You could probably do it with walking. In fact, one of my clients, Steph, has done exactly that. She's down like 20 kilos and she's just started walking only like now in the last like 4 weeks. So it's super doable. You just have to have the right like strategy and stuff in plan. So it really like depends on your goals, but I'm going to walk you through a little bit of like the framework on how we help Joanne do that and how we help all of our other mums in our coaching program drop dress sizes, do the same thing. So here are the 3 biggest problems that you're going to face as a mum trying to lose weight. You're going to want to eat the same meals as your family, because I don't know about you, but you've probably had times in your dieting history where you've tried to lose weight, but it required you to cook like 2 or 3 different meals, one for your kids, one for maybe hubby, and one for yourself. So we wanted to save you time. So that wasn't a limiting factor of you losing weight. For a lot of mums, that is. Time is like really important. So we wanted to make sure you can cook one meal that hits your goals, but also feeds the fam at the same time. So the way we do that in my coaching program is we have like monthly recipe pack launches. So you can get fresh new recipes that take 5 to 10 minutes to prep that are family friendly. There's like fakeaways and stuff in there. But if you're a mum that's trying to lose weight, having a backlog of recipes can be really beneficial for you, especially ones that you know can help you lose weight. Or my personal favorite is you just like adjust the food that you've already had to suit the calorie goals that you need. So one of my clients, Mona, she's down about 6 kilos in the last 6 weeks with me. Now she loves carbonara. Who knows why that's her obsession, but she has it like 3 or 4 times a week. And so when she came to me, I was like, look, we got to make some switches to that. So I said, can you reduce the portion size of the carbonara? She said, yes. Great. Do you like broccoli per chance? She said, yes. So great. So what we're going to do is take out 100 grams of the carbonara. You're going to have 200 grams and we're going to place in 100 to 150 grams of broccoli inside that carbonara. Can you do that? She's like, yeah, great. And that little switch alone has saved her like 400 calories each and every day. And she's allowed to eat her carbonara every single day and lose weight at the same time. So like, big bonus. Number 2 is the snacking. For most of my mums, snacking is like a major issue. Typically because you'll run out the door with a coffee and a muesli bar and you don't really know like other options. You'll grab something from the canteen or you'll grab something from the takeaway shop next door when you're at work, or you'll just like snack and pick at random if you're like a night shift worker or something. Like that tends to be what most mums will do. The reason why that happens is because you're not getting enough food at the start of the day. Your body has one job, it's to keep you alive, but you aren't really aware of that. Just like you aren't really aware of knowing how to breathe or like knowing to drink more water because you're thirsty, you'll just kind of like automatically do that stuff. So in the same way, we need to have a structure that stops you from trying to refeed yourself with snacks. As nice as they are, you can have them every day, but we want to have them in ways that don't stack on the weight. For Joanne, we figured out a list over the last like 9 months, and that changes seasonally and based on like preferences, what amount of what of her favorite foods she wants to have each and every day. So for a big one for her was like chocolate. So like we factored in like 200 calories of, I think she loves mousses. So 200 calories worth of mousse, or even 300 calories sometimes of mousse. And that allowed her to hit her sweet spot. And it wasn't like some weird, like shitty, like protein mousse. It was like the real deal. That allowed her to have her treat, not feel like she was missing out, and still lose loads of weight at the same time. Number 3 was gaining it back. So probably had this experience in your life in the past where you've lost a lot of weight, but then you've gained it back either within like 6 months or 2-3 years because you love the results that you got, but you didn't love the way that you got there, or you didn't really know how you got there. You just kind of like bottomed out your food and then somehow magically you kind of got there and you're like, oh, cool. How do I keep it? Once you've lost your weight, you can typically like bump up your calories by like 300 to 500. Now, most people take the piss and they'll bump up their calories by 1,000, thus gaining the weight back slowly but surely over time. So what we want to do is teach you how to maintain it. So you'll bump up your calories by like 300 to 500 each day. Now, a big red flag here is food tastes really good once you've hit your goal weight. And especially if you don't have a coach holding you account, like we hold our gals to account, you're probably going to fall flat on your face because food tastes really good. There's no accountability. and you're just going to go start blasting food, and you're going to think you don't need to track calories anymore, when in actual fact at the back end of this is the most important time to track calories. Why? Because you've got 300 to 500 to fill, but you end up probably filling it by 700 to 800 calories or 700 to 1,000 calories instead. What we want to do is just slowly increase the portion sizes of our breakfast. So instead of having like one piece of toast and like 2 eggs and a piece of fruit, you probably have 1 piece of toast, 2 eggs and 2 pieces of fruit, or 2 pieces of toast and 1 piece of fruit and 2 eggs. And then lunch will be the same. Instead of having a chicken salad or something for lunch, I don't want all my gals eating salad, but you'll probably have like a full bean mix or something in there that's got an extra like 100 or 200 calories in there. It's like high in fiber, decent in protein and decent in carbs. So it'll keep you like fuller for longer and give you like sustained energy release. And then dinner time, you kind of want to just bump up your calories or use the extra calories that you would have. So you actually like 100, 200 and just have like a bigger treat. Instead of like 200 calories worth of mousse in like Joanne's case, you'd probably have like 300, 400 calories. And that way you can kind of have like a Magnum or like a Maxibon or something like actually fun and not gain a shitload of weight every single day. So if you like this video, make sure you click subscribe, and all my links to coaching and how everything works on my end is down below in the description. So if you like it, feel free to book in a call with me personally. I'll see if you're a good fit. It takes about like 15 minutes. Yeah, obviously the purpose of making this video is to inform and help you, but like I run a coaching business, so we want to make money. We're a business. So if you're interested and you want a straight shoot and you want someone awesome in your corner that has 13 plus years of experience and has transformed over 1,400 mums, click that link and we'll get chatting. Talk soon.